Let's face it, life is full of uncertainty. Sometimes things happen that throw you for a loop, that surprise you and knock you off balance. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to deal with times of uncertainty. Step number one, know what's in your control. You might even just sit here right now and write down the things that are actually within your control. Things like what you say, how you handle your emotions, the people that you choose to associate with, the behaviors you take, how healthy you are, whether you exercise or eat well or sleep well, whether you reduce or avoid things like alcohol and too much caffeine. The reality is, being alive means a lot of things are out of our control, and when we think about that too much, the result is anxiety. So let's focus on letting go of what we can't control and focus more on what we really can. Some days that's just going to mean maybe I'm going to get off Instagram today, or I'm not going to check the news for 24 hours so that I can kind of de-stress and step back from it all. Setting good boundaries with media and with technology is a great way to instantly reduce your stress. The second thing that you might choose to do is to really tap into your value system. In other words, tap into what you really believe. If I asked you right now to tell me your top 5 values in life, would you be able to do that? Well, if you could, then you would have an idea of how to align your behaviors and your actions with your values. But we have to start by identifying those values first. We've got a great tool for that we'll put a link in the description. Some examples of values are things like creativity, community, self-knowledge, growth, awareness, spirituality, etc., etc. Now, the last tip is to practice grounding yourself daily. Well, what does grounding really mean? Well, think about in electricity when you have a ground wire that needs to go into the actual ground to basically discharge electricity. Well, we have electricity running through our bodies and we need grounding exercises. Grounding means basically calming your nervous system and getting your nervous system in a place where it's not triggered or overreactive. Some simple and obvious ways to do that are practice deep breathing and meditation. We're going to link to a great video and guided imagery exercise that we have in this channel. If you can commit to practicing some grounding techniques for at least 5 minutes a day, I guarantee you're going to start feeling better, especially in times of uncertainty. You can also use a little bit of mindfulness, right? So when you start to worry, understand that worry is future thinking, and on the other end of that is kind of past thinking or regret or lamenting what has happened or feeling guilty for what has happened. Now, what's in the middle is really this moment, right? This moment that you and I are in right now. In this moment right now, you're sitting here watching this YouTube video. Nothing bad is happening. Nothing is going wrong. You are just in this moment if you really let yourself be in this moment. A lot of our suffering comes from being out of this moment, starting to worry about what's ahead, what could go wrong, again, or what have I done wrong, or maybe I made mistakes in the past. The best thing you can do is really breathe, let go, and just embrace the current moment. That also means embracing your suffering or embracing the things that are out of your control, embracing the kind of chaotic nature of the world sometimes. That being said, keep in mind that even in the chaotic nature of the world tends to also just fluctuate in that regard in terms of being more chaotic and then being calm, being more chaotic and then being more calm. Cycles like this are very natural. They're built in to nature. So sometimes it's just about understanding that we're in a bit of a cycle and things always gravitate toward the median, right? They always gravitate back toward the middle. That being said, there is a faith component too, and whether that's an actual faith or an actual religious faith or just a kind of personal faith that things are going to be okay, whether that's tomorrow or next week or next month is not really up to me, but things are going to be okay at some point, right? Things always kind of course correct and things usually have a way of working themselves out. Take that a step further and you could just think or practice this feeling of, hey, everything's unfolding as it should, even if I resist that, even if I feel like sometimes it's not. But there you go, just a couple tips on how to deal with times of uncertainty. My name is John Clark. I'm a licensed therapist at calmagaincounseling.com. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, click subscribe while you're at it, and then let us know down in the comments below what you thought. Hope this was helpful. Take care of yourself. See you soon.